there's quite a big support as well from Manchester, urging their side on tonight. Very interesting to note that they were singing, the rugby song, Swing Low Sweet Chariot, before the game, probably trying to rub in a little bit of that anti-French feeling. And they'll be hoping for, of course, for a similar sort of result, a victory for the English side against the French.
Well, just how will United's nerve hold up? They've got some battle-hardened players out there, but of course, the first season back in Europe for English clubs, there might just be a little something lacking, and Alex Ferguson clearly felt that it was a lack of European experience that told against United in that first leg when they were pulled back to 1-1. They certainly lost their nerve on that night and never really regained it after that absolutely wonderful start that Brian McClair gave them. Talking about the atmosphere, Alex Ferguson was saying crowds don't win matches, you know, but I firmly believe they do have a big influence on a night like this. And he fears there might be provocation towards his players after the affair of the first leg. And above all, we look for some strong and some sensible refereeing here in Montpellier tonight as Bruce hoists that first long ball forward. Knocked away by Blanc. Up towards Hughes again. Up towards Valderrama now. Jobert, a foul on Valderrama. Clayton Blackmore noticed when he came training yesterday. Born in Neath, of course, with a Neath rugby T-shirt on. Proud of his roots, and here he is with a free kick. Up towards Mark Hughes. Beaten by Thetis in the air, but now a free kick for Manchester United. Some 10, 12 yards outside the penalty area. Hughes is down, but he'll get up. We're well into injury time, some 4 minutes of it, of course, basically because of the Paul Ince injury. Blackmore strikes a tremendous ball, and just 3 in the wall, including Valderrama. Blackmore's shot, and it's in there! United have scored! A wonderful breakthrough for Manchester United. Clayton Blackmore. Well, we said it was a rifling shot that he's had in his locker. And what about this? Gary Lineker.
It was a great strike. I don't think the goalkeeper will be too pleased with himself. Although it's from a long distance, it was straight at him, and it's just gone straight through his body and his arms.
Fantastic blow. Now, for a start, we know that if it stays this way, as we look at it again, and we can look at it again and again, I'm sure all Manchester United fans, to the back of the net there, concerned now on the Montpellier bench.
Barabé's made an awful hash of that one.
Bruce gets it away.
Perfect timing just before half-time.
Superb. Apart from Hughes. Well, Phelan and Irwin getting in each other's way there. Bruce outstripped here for the moment by Garcia. Oh, just across the face of that United goal. Seeley didn't get a touch on it.
I think he did, actually, Brian. I think he saved that one.
Did he?
Well, the referee's given a corner, so it looks that way.
Yeah, it is indeed. Garcia's shot. Just the faintest touch there from Les Seeley. We're howling for a penalty, but the referee was well placed. Bruce is on the deck, in fact. And the play goes on with Sharp. Ince finding him with a good ball there. McClair's made a great break. Sharp over the top. And Bruce is still down at the other end of the field. Let's have a look at this. Well, you can't save from Les Seeley. And really, apart from that, nothing. Shot at Danny Wallace.
That's true, and I think everybody will be cheering United on back in England tonight. It's an important result, not only for Manchester United, but for English football, because the more success our teams have in Europe, the more teams we can get back into Europe next season or the season after, because it's done on a points accumulating system where, and unfortunately, we've been out a while.
There we can see the injury to Paul Ince. A real, there might be a stud mark right up the side of that right thigh, and
I don't think he'll be on for very long.
That's some effort to go on with that. You don't think he'll be on for very long?
No, I mean, he looks to be really struggling there.
Of the Cup Winners' Cup. Valderrama, the little ball through now. And well, that looked like a dive, and referee interpreted it as a dive by Coletaire. He got up quickly enough. Bruce finding Hughes. Hughes with a good ball and some space ahead of Mike Phelan now. McClare's up there. Blackmore's getting in there as well. Now can Phelan get it across? In comes Blackmore, brought down, a penalty! United now get a penalty! The referee runs away from the Montpellier protests, and United now have a perfect chance to give themselves a cushion of a second goal. There's the incident. Blackmore goes down. Gary Lineker.
Yeah, he came in Mike Phelan, got the ball in there, and Clayton Blackmore's just got his touch before the defender, and the defender's definitely caught him. I don't think you can argue with that.
Steve Bruce, 11 goals this season, 8 of them from the penalty spot. Takes another penalty now as a result of that moment you saw there. A crucial moment for Manchester United. Steve Bruce. It's 2-0. That's what they think about it on the Montpellier bench. They know they have a massive problem now. And United 2 goals to the good. 3-1 on aggregate. 2 away goals as Bruce now puts the ball unerringly into the corner of the Montpellier net. Superb penalty under pressure.
Yeah, he took it right in the corner.
As a penalty taker yourself, you'll know just what was going through his mind, Gary. And here come United again. Inside for McClare. Can't get the ball over, but 13 minutes now gone by of the second half. United needing to stay firm for another half an hour or so. Blackmore with the free kick. He's driven it in again, and it needed a good save by Balabi.
Clayton Blackmore's a lovely strike of the ball. I mean, that was a fabulous...
2 goals to 0 here in Montpellier. 3-1 on aggregate as Robson now tries to get Sharp away again. Blackmore's made a break into the middle. Sharp still. There's the cross coming in, and Hughes was almost on the end of that one. They've really been unsure of themselves on those crosses once or twice tonight, Montpellier.
They've caused them problems. I said if they could get behind them early on in the game, they'd cause them problems, and they've done that consistently in the second half. Mark Hughes just got his head there.
Their discipline going. Remember, Montpellier need 3 goals in 20 minutes. And a yellow card. Let's have a look at that. The referee getting between the Montpellier players and Thetis for the challenge on Mark Hughes. Gets a yellow card. And goes Hughes. Didn't quite work for him, though. Thetis got there fractionally before in that time. But there's a referee's whistle.
Yes, and I'll tell you why. He's actually spat at Mark Hughes there. I saw it happen.
And it's got to be a red card then.
I think it will.
It's got to be a red card because he's already been booked, and Thetis will go off. That was a good spot, Gary. Thetis, who got a yellow card less than 2 minutes ago, gets a red card now. And so for the second time, Montpellier are reduced to 10 men. Played in for Phelan. Robson's waiting in the middle, but I don't think it'll get to Robson. That's against the post there by Blackmore. And now Sharp. Sharp! And he hurried him 4 minutes into injury time at the end of the first half. And then a Steve Bruce penalty early in the second half really sealed it. They dominated the game with a performance of great professionalism and great patience, and with the goals that inevitably came their way. Montpellier hugely disappointed, and it's Manchester United then. The good news from Montpellier, they are in the semi-finals of the Cup Winners' Cup. Good night to you from Montpellier.